up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Set 50, plant. Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
30 base. Hey, box drop. Yo, side.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 22, Haskins completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. On third and goal, Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go back to Murray on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
I got him. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 6 guys. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready.
Throwing on second down. Lock. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. The 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They have those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lott throwing on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 27th, Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Locke now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Block now to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 27, Haskins, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
He's got him in. Complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, exit. 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, it's Haskins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Go.
Throwing now is Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Haskins, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I got you, boy. Check Greystone, Travis. Five.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They go play action now. Haskins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. This is Coleman, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll find Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They run the counter. It's Coleman, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
51 the mic, boys.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Haskins to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Murray. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Murray. Latavius Murray. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Latavius Murray with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike, 58, right there. 58, boy, 58, Mike.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 1st down, Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Haskins, a deep ball for Ellington. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Come on,
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Murray, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Got it. X3. 218. Chop. Check. Check 3. Check go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is locked. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Locked now on 3rd and goal. Being chased. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Throwing now is Haskins. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Ellington. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting him throw an out route. Throw anything inside, and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team once more. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And that will tie things now at 19 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Haskins. Completes it to Jason Witten. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Again, it's Murray. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Ready? 18 Gator, 61, Matchbox Lights. Let's go.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Hey, orbit.
Well, what can Locke do with his drive? He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety boot of Baker there to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. Oh, so close, but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendow on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline. Hope his defense picks him up.
And rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.